It's the OCGFAM show. Can you use Persephone's palette in compost teas? Spoiler alert, no. Hey there, Bob from Oregon's Constant Gardener. Welcome to the OCGFAM show to you, my YouTube buddies. What's going on? How you doing? Let me know in the comments and we'll talk about it. So, we've been doing this thing about building the perfect regimen for us personally, a regimen that works for us in our garden, and we've been going through a lot of different things as far as the different nutrients in the line, what they're for, what's the base of the line, what are the additives to the line, and we've been going to the additives and we talked about the Megamorpheus and the Tritonstrol and Persephone's palette. And we're moving on tomorrow. Today, I want to talk a little more about Persephone's palette because on the thing we talked about Persephone's palette yesterday when we were talking about it being very similar to molasses. And whenever you think molasses, a lot of times people think, I think, compost tea. Can you use the Persephone's palette in compost tea? No, you can't. And that's what I wanted to get into this. Is where you could. You probably wouldn't. And Scott kind of goes into that as not just as far as the Persephone's palette, but the other things. It was a little short clip that I thought was interesting and also kind of puts a bookend on the end of the Persephone's palette. So watch the clip, and I'll talk to you after.
So to some extent, it's just a better molasses and does what molasses would do, but it is not entirely that. It is more than that.
Yeah, I use molasses still in compost teas because it's long. It takes 24 hours to break down. The plant, and the microbes will use it more efficiently. This sucks as a tea. Well, it doesn't suck as a tea food, but it's not nearly as efficient as a molasses.
Because you would think molasses, I can use this instead of that, but no, not so much. That when you're breaking it down over 24 hours,
yeah, you'd have to keep feeding this. And Aphrodite's is not a compost tea food because it is already broken down. It's already available into its most available form.
Okay.
So you put it in there, and it's like giving them Jello, which is instant food and then gone.
Okay.
So there's no longevity to this in a compost tea, but it goes directly into the plant for consumption.
Okay, probably not the most amazing show we ever done, but I thought that was an important thing to get out there, so I did. Tomorrow on to bigger and better things. I'll see you then. I love you. The OCGFAM show was pretty good. It happens every day. It's the OCGFAM show. See you tomorrow.